Hey, welcome back, friends. We have some beautiful weather here today. It's the first week in April 2020, and you can see the lawn behind me is starting to get green, which means it's time to get this lawnmower ready for the mowing season. One thing I didn't do in the fall is sharpen the blades. The blades aren't too bad, but I actually went out and bought another pair of blades because I often like to have one pair sharp ready to go, and then if I want to switch them out, I can just do it really quick and then have the other one to sharpen when I have time. And then I have a new tool I want to test out. It's the blade balancer by Oregon right here, made in Italy. Here's what it looks like. I have it hanging on my wall over there. So what I'm gonna do in this video is take the blades off. I'm gonna just put them on the balancer just to see if they're pretty close. There are some people that have put a nail on the wall and hang their blade on there to see. I've tried that, but the blade balancer is the ultimate setup to see like precision balancing. So first, let's get a look underneath the mower here. We'll take the blades off and then check out the balancer. So this mower is the Cadet Ultima ZT1 50-inch Aeroforce deck. It's really not that heavy, and there's a few different ways that you can go about raising this up. I ended up finding a stump right there, and I just took some scrap 2x material and cut it just a piece around that tire. So it's very solid. Let me put the camera on tripod to show you how solid that is. So the brakes are on, the back wheels are locked in place. So just to give you an idea, this really is fairly light. Just gonna line that up, and you can see pretty solid right there. I don't have to worry about it tipping over. So the one thing to make the blade change go really quick is I have this DeWalt impact right here, 15/16 socket. Actually, this is, you can see my other mower is a Skag Turf Tiger, so I just painted this because I'm often changing the blades. So this is something I can just easily find in my socket set. So the one thing with the impact, you don't have to worry about having like a long bar and prying it. So I'm really not going to be wiggling this around too much. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so taking a look underneath the mower here. So I got the 3 blades. So right there, I'm gonna put the 15/16 socket on that, and that should come off pretty easy. I already took the blade off right there. So as you can see right there, it has a star pattern where the blade goes on that just really locks it in place really nice and tight. So I'll be honest with you, I could have done a little better job underneath, clean it in the fall. So I'll just make sure to take care of that this fall. There's a stone in there. I did have the all-season plow hooked up so that you might see a stone fall out from underneath here. Okay, you can see that's just really easy with the impact. So there's that star pattern I was talking about. So let's take a look at the blades. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Put that right there temporarily. So here's a look at all 3 blades that I took off. This one I had off the night before, and I actually cleaned all that off because I think if you leave that on there, that could give you a false reading on your balancer. Then you'll notice this one right here had the edges touched up a little bit. For kicks, I tried the Work Sharp sharpener, the Ken Onion Edition sharpener. It says it can sharpen lawnmower blades. So the sharpener really does an awesome job on knives. I tried it on this, but I think I'm going to look for a different sharpener when it comes to blades. Then right here, I picked these up at Tractor Supply just the other day. These are the replacement blades. I think you can find them cheaper than going there, but I just wanted to get them and have them on, so I probably spent a little bit more. So here's a look at the new blades. I have a question. Do you guys sharpen your blades if you get new blades, or do you just leave the painted finish on and then just mow with them that way? We're going to put these on the balancer and just see how close they are. And then we'll put this one on there too, and we'll see. I really, as I mentioned, I did sharpen it a little bit, but I really didn't take much material off. I noticed the Ken Onion sharpener isn't really aggressive like I've seen like some other mowing blade sharpeners. So, all right, let's go inside. So here's a close-up look of the Oregon blade balancer. I have that pushed all the way out. So this right here is a little guide to show you if it's warped or not. What you do is you put your blade on this cone right here, and this is like really precision. You can just see how easy that spins. So nice. It's like ball bearings in there, I believe. So these are all magnets right here. So you put your blade on that cone till it sits in there all the way, and then this will push up and the magnets will clamp onto the blade. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's put this blade right here on the balancer, and I'm gonna put this side, because you can see it's nice and flat, This side right here has some curves, so I think I'm going to get better results on the flat side. See how I just put that right in there, and then pull that. And we'll stand back a little bit. So we can see that side, it's just a little bit heavier. So watch, let's take this off. Put the side over here. Now, if this thing works, this side is gonna go down a little bit. I can actually see, I don't know if you can see that, but I put a little X on a pencil right there, just showing from before when I tested this out, this side's heavier. This blade, you know, this blade really doesn't have much wear on it, so it is really pretty close. Just kind of loosen it up a little bit. You can just see that side is going down. The one thing, you couldn't really put a nail in this star pattern right here, it just wouldn't really work. And I have seen some cone shaped balancers, but I just don't see them being nearly as precise as this. So I believe this is somewhere around $90. I'll put the price on Amazon down below. I'll also have a link down there in case you want to check it out yourself. So this is one of those things, I think for the long run, you're gonna be glad that you ended up buying it. But you know, when they say it hurts once, which is at the time of purchase, I think this is one of those items that's an example of that. So if I were sharpening it, I would end up taking a little bit extra, a couple more swipes on this side, and that would probably get it fairly well balanced. Okay, let's try a different blade. All right, so this is the new Cub Cadet blade that I bought at Tractor Supply. That really snaps on there. All right, I'm glad to see that a factory blade is starting off fairly balanced. Well, it is tilting a little, And if you're wondering what this thing is right here, I'm gonna put that flat side right there on here. So what I'm gonna do is loosen this so it goes right up against the tip right there. Let's see. Right to the tip right there, and then tighten it. So if you can see, that's barely, like, just touching it right there. So then we'll flip this side around. And you can see that's right there, same exact spot. So this blade were warped, you might see a variance from one end to the other. But this is a brand new blade, so you can see nothing's warped on this. Just so you don't get confused, it does say grass side right there. All right, so just like that, we have all the blades on. We're good to go. There's Oakley. Help me out. All right, so let's lower this down. We're gonna test this out on whatever grass we can find. The new blade's even put down some stripes, and then just wait a few more weeks, things are going to really get green around here. So the blade changes on the Cub Cadet Ultima, they're very easy to do. The thing that took the longest was figuring out how to raise this up, so I made that makeshift stump to put the wheel on. So hopefully this video has helped you so you can figure out how to change the blades yourself. So if you have any questions, please put them down below. I'll be happy to respond. And if you find this video tutorial interesting, informative, and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.